use either mains power or power it off of a V-mount. For recording media, the Ninja 5 uses standard SATA SSD drives, which can be purchased pretty much anywhere, and those are mounted using the included sled. However, in order to take the footage off of those drives, you will need the ATOMOS SSD dock. I've been using this Ninja 5 and the ATOMOS Shinobi, which is essentially the exact same thing just without the recorder function, for a while now. I've had the Shinobi on my Blackmagic rig for a few years. The 1000-nit display has never let me down. Even in bright, direct sunlight, I've still been able to see my display for critical focus. These monitors come packed with loads of assist features like false color, zebras, peaking, all kinds of stuff. I find the false color and the peaking to be really accurate, and they've helped me a ton on set. The frame guides are also extremely helpful, so you can make sure that you have everything properly framed if you know you're going to export in a certain aspect ratio. The Ninja 5 also comes with an HDMI loop out, which is great for things like wireless monitors. We can also import LUTs for monitoring on the Ninja 5. If you ever shot and tried to monitor and log, you know that it can be extremely difficult to make sure that everything is properly exposed, and it takes a lot of practice. The main issue I've found though with shooting in log is when you show a client the footage, they look at it and go, why does this look so bad? Well, that's because it's in log. All you need to do is pop a LUT on and suddenly it looks like it's color graded footage. Now, if you know you're going to be using a bunch of different cameras, you can import a bunch of different LUTs and just select which one you want for the proper camera. I like to use Rec 709 conversion LUTs, specifically the ones from Buttery LUTs. Those have been really good for me. So now let's jump into the recorder functions. With the Ninja 5, we can record ProRes, ProRes RAW, Avid's DNX HD, and we also have the option to add an H.265 HVAC codec with an optional purchase. All of these options allow us to record with 10-bit color. However, ProRes RAW does not work in DaVinci Resolve, so if you use that software, you cannot use ProRes RAW. One quick note though, at the time that I'm recording this video, which is in September of 2021, HVAC recording is still pretty new. These codecs are extremely CPU heavy as there's not any hardware decoding for an HVAC codec yet. On the audio side of things, we also gain an additional stereo input, which can give us up to 4 channels of audio if we have 2 channels on the HDMI and 2 channels on the stereo input. Most mirrorless systems will now allow you to output 10-bit color over HDMI. The Fuji X-T series, the Nikon Z series, the Canon R series, and the Sony Alpha series all have this capability. This means that instead of purchasing an expensive cinema camera that's got 10-bit color, you can spend the $600 on the Ninja 5 and get that 10-bit color for your cheaper camera. ProRes is an industry standard codec and it comes with a lot of benefits. It's an extremely optimized codec, so it always plays back really smoothly and I don't ever have any playback issues. Now, like I said earlier in the video, I want to talk about the Ninja 5 specifically with Canon's R series of cameras. This is where I have the most experience with this recorder, and this recorder made me want to keep my EOS R. I was considering selling it to get a bigger, better cinema camera, but now that I can output 4K 10-bit 422 over HDMI to a Ninja recorder, there's no need for me to go buy an expensive cinema rig. I can just pay the $600 for the recorder and call it a day. Now, one of the big things that I've heard people complain about with the R series cameras, particularly the R5 and R6, is that 30-minute recording limit. This is not necessarily just a Canon issue, as most mirrorless and DSLR cameras do have that 30-minute recording limit. However, when you record externally with an ATOMOS recorder, you eliminate that record limit. So for people who need to record long-form takes like a wedding or for talking heads or interviews or something like that, a Ninja 5 could be the perfect option for you so that you don't have to worry about stopping and starting your recording. And also, you know how everybody was freaking out about the R5 and the R6 overheating when you shot 4K for a while? Well, now that no longer matters. When you record externally, the overheating no longer happens. And with some new firmware updates and also the Ninja 5 Plus, you can record 8K RAW over HDMI to the Ninja 5 Plus, and again, it won't overheat. Sounds like a win-win to me. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to be picking up an ATOMOS recorder for your rig. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That kind of stuff really does make a difference to us here on the channel. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, Gear Focus is always here to help you feed your passion.